End of season 1 review on evidence we've caught and locations we've investigated. So first.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
My favourite.
Yeah, it was cool. The nursing home, which you found. We were the first to
find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually found it by accident.
We spent about 15 days in there in total, including.
Yeah. Spent a lot of hours there.
Oh yeah, definitely. But we didn't go just for that. Spirit Vision hadn't started at that point, had it?
No. Test the cameras out, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just did it to test the cameras out. And we actually walked away from there and didn't think we got anything.
No, I know. Until we got home. And then we heard that, at first the voice recorder, we heard that woman. Yeah. That was really loud.
Crazy loud. That gives me chills, that does.
Let's go to a different room.
At the time, we took that off the voice recorder and we hadn't gone into what was on the camera, and then we'd actually caught it in two different parts of the building, 2 different buildings on 2 different cameras. We'd actually caught the same woman saying a different thing, but in a high pitched voice. That was just that's made me go cold now.
I know, but when you look at it, we did it. It was in 3 different parts of the building, not 2. It was 3, because we got the EVP when he got.
Oh, in the outbuilding.
You got the hallway. You got that blue, like street blue wand thing, didn't you? At the same time as we got that door recording, and then it probably wasn't then another 2-3 weeks before we went back, and then we got it in the hallway on one of the actual cameras, and then the 3rd time was when we were all in the staff accommodation.
And we actually heard it because
we all heard it.
I heard that.
I think I heard that. Yeah.
That wasn't I heard that.
So we all heard it.
And the minion.
Yeah.
At first I thought, you put it there and I thought, well that's just gravity because it's placed. And I thought maybe it's just fell, but if you look how long it was stood there for, then you set it back up, and then I think you were eating something, and you said something about, I'll give you a sweet, do you want a sweet? And then it's a good 5 minutes, and then the thing goes dunk again, which by that second time then I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's not a coincidence. You don't put something back on its feet and it falls over. 5 minutes later, it's going to fall. That
was crazy, but that's where Spirit Vision come from. That house is where Spirit Vision was born. And then obviously we got the evidence that we caught. And we did the sleepover as well.
Yeah, that was good. The wood moved.
Oh yeah, and the door.
And then,
when Lee and Marie
were there. Yeah. Went boom. But again, if you look at the door, look how long it was there for. And they were stood there for a good few minutes. It's not until she blows that baby, it's like somebody went, go away, I don't smoke.
Yeah. Me and Rocky were going back and to from the crew room, trying to get all the stuff set up. So you were there for ages.
Did you kick that door or something? She said, no, it's just shut here.
You see a jump, don't you?
Absolutely crazy place. It's a shame it's locked up now.
When he was laid by the door and the lights go off, and the K2 goes off.
And he's like, whoop,
The motion detector.
What?
It's gone off.
Oh my God, it has as well.
Has it really? Yes. Oh, me.
I heard loads of stuff through the night.
I heard voices.
Loads of stuff.
Mumbling. I heard 2 males talking.
I heard mumbling as well. It's just a shame the cameras didn't pick that up.
I know. They did pick a lot of noises up.
Was that you?
No.
Was that you, Rocky?
What?
You didn't hear that?
No.
That's outside that window.
But outside, I kept saying, I keep hearing somebody outside, and there was stones, but where people had broke the windows, the glass was mixed in with the stone, and you could hear the
courtyard, like a courtyard
so you
in
couldn't
a
get
building.
You couldn't get to it.
No, somebody had to physically come past us to do that. And we knew nobody else was in the building.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
So we spent loads of time there.
Yeah.
And actually, we didn't even think we got anything.
No.
We never thought we got anything there. We thought it was a load of rubbish. We've said loads of times walking away from buildings, we didn't get anything, and they've always been the best.
Yep.
So only one place I felt threatened, and that was at that Widow's Cottage. It's weird. Just my body felt like, whoa, hold on a minute.
No, I felt it.
Something doesn't want you here.
Yeah,
it was a weird feeling.
It was the feeling, wasn't it? It wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Felt
it was like the atmosphere just went from
boom,
just us being us, and then it's like something went.
But then I heard voices outside, and he was convinced.
Yeah, I heard something.
Well, you were convinced it was a man and his son.
Yeah, in the next, I think young lad with
yeah. I'll get the stuff then we're done now.
How do you go from that? How do you go from not just like the Alsager Court, we were hearing mumbling. But to go from that to specifically saying it is a man and his son.
I know. And when he says that, I know he's heard it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm waiting for him to come round the corner with the torch.
Definitely. He's
and I'm
not
going,
said,
where are they?
He's not said two males.
No, he said an old man and a young lad.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
That's it. Because I can hear 2 people. 100%.
You know, when you hear something, you think it's paranormal. I thought, no, this time someone's come in and they're packing everything away.
Well, that's it. We said, didn't we? That's it. We've had enough. We'll go then. Because we just thought it was going to be some more urban explorers. But then when they didn't come round the corner, that freaked me out a little bit, that did.
We heard that noise outside. No, actually, that's what set us off to go outside, because he'd heard that we were convinced that somebody was messing with us. So he shoots off, I follows him, and you followed me with the camera.
Oh, I wasn't staying in that building. I felt threatened.
And next minute, I remember you're behind me and you've gone, oh my God, the REM pod's going off. And then I heard it.
He heard a young lad and an older man.
Oh my God, the REM pods are going off.
Oh, they are.
The REM pods.
What's this?
We are in the middle of the countryside. It is a back lane. There was hardly any cars.
No.
We probably heard 1 or 2 cars go past in the 6 hours that we were filming there. You know, so there's not any chance that people are walking or not in the middle of the night.
Well, definitely not screams and talking and stuff. If you was going to hear anything, it'd be maybe a car going past, but not the noises we picked
Even
up.
somebody walking a dog ain't going to scream.
No.
Shout, are they?
Not like that.
But anyway, definitely, when we come running in and we said to the REM pod that was going off, step away, and it stepped away.
That's you, Oh wow!
My God,
I did it a couple of times.
That was a cool place.
That's
that was.
about
And
the
then
best
you screamed.
episode.
You heard the screaming there as well. That.
What I heard when you
Me and him.
you were
10
oblivious.
sheets to the wind. We didn't even know it.
I was like,
happened.
hello, you guys,
and it's
anybody?
so loud and so clear. How did we miss that?
It's sweeping first.
Oh my God! Tell me you heard that.
What? Where?
Hello, you two. You're not kidding me. Somebody just screamed.
So that same thing. You two will hear something. I'll miss it all the time.
I didn't hear that one, though, did I?
No. And
Because you're next to me,
sounds
mate.
great on headphones.
I must have a
on
mute.
headphones, it's madness.
I must have a mute signal round me.
No, I don't know. Like Rocky, you said that you think it's the sound frequencies that people can hear.
I reckon so, yeah.
And I agree, because you can't say that it's always me and Rocky together, but the majority of the time it is always me and you. And he won't hear it, or he'll hear it alone and we won't hear it. And it's like it picks you out. I'll tell you what was interesting. I watched it through again the other day. When we were upstairs, now in the episode you see the REM pod going off first, and then at the end of the episode you see us back in the bedroom again. But in reality, when we were filming, we filmed upstairs first, and the REM pod was at the end of the night, wasn't it? But you said, I've just heard a whistle.
I just heard a whistle, that really, really low,
What?
pitch whistle.
But then you said whistle, and then later on in the evening is when I caught that whistle downstairs, and you two didn't hear it.
Oh.
You whistled? No. Who whistled?
Nobody.
Somebody went. I was setting up the cameras, and I heard the whistle clear as day, and you can hear it on the camera. But the interesting thing of that is, I was standing not 2 feet away from you, and you were probably 3 or 4 feet away from Lee. And I think one of us would have said, no, it was definitely you, or definitely you.
No. And the other thing, the bowl, when it dragged, I had that.
Oh my God.
I had one of these cameras, and I took the cover off. I only looked up, and by the time I looked up, my feet were taking me out. I was out that door. Yeah, definitely.
What was that?
What was that?
That was a growl.
What was it?
That's someone banging.
No, it wasn't.
I heard bells.
Sounded like somebody dragging a bit of it.
What gets me about that is when we went upstairs, I expected to be an old wooden chest or a really old wooden something piece of furniture, because it sounded heavy. Whatever it was heavy.
It's like a chair or a suitcase being dragged across the floor on it.
But when you look at our footage as we go into the building, that bowl is sitting in the same place that Rocky finds it. But when we went upstairs to investigate, it's still in the same place, but then we found that, well, you found it.
Yeah, that circle.
Well, you found it. Circle.
Lee found it.
And that circle of, I don't know,
Rust.
It was rust, wasn't it?
I'd say it's definitely the ball. It fit. It's It's too.
There was nothing else up there to make that sound. It's not like there was a chair up there, or there was nothing else on that floor, only that bowl. And that's why I keep saying the bowl, because that's the only thing that could have been moved.
And it fit in the hole.
Yeah, that is what the craziest thing is. When you said I'll go and get it and put it in, I thought there's no way it's going to fit, and it does. It fits perfectly.
I knew it was as soon as I seen it. I
Did
thought,
you?
I walked around the corner and seen what he's on about. When I seen the circle, I thought that's the bowl. I was holding the bowl out, so I had a rough idea.
Right.
As soon as I seen it, I thought that's going to be it, and it's going to be crazy.
Well, you were the one that was next to that bowl because you went upstairs first, didn't you? I'll tell you what we didn't mention about that, which I did want to mention, is that first time that we went was February the 14th. It was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And then we all went into lockdown, and then it was 3 months then before we were out of lockdown that we went again.
Yeah.
And the very first time we went, you got that light anomaly by the door.
Yeah, where I say go to the green light.
Well, that's the same door that we got the REM pods going
Yeah.
That's
and
interesting.
We met them 2 girls, didn't we? From
Paranormal Hauntings.
Yeah, and they got similar stuff happening on.
So we met them as
live.
we met them as they were coming out and we were coming in on our very last night. Yeah, and if we watched their live, and they've got similar activity by that door as well. See, that is really interesting when you get another paranormal team that can confirm what we're getting. Means you're along the right track. I think you need to do a bit more with different paranormal teams.
Yeah.
You know, to cross-reference what you get. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I'll tell you what would be good.
Go
if you got, you collaborated with another team and you got them to do a place first, didn't tell you what they got, you went in and did it second, don't tell them what you got, and then go in together and see what you get.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
It'd be good for
Maybe that's a good one for our season 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Could do 2 places. If we did one location, they did another, then following night or a few nights later, switch places.
4 nights is probably about the minimum we spend now on locations. And we can sit there for 2 nights and absolutely nothing happen. Like Ivy Cottage. It happened there.
Yeah, we got nothing the first time.
First time we went, absolutely nothing. Second time we went, absolutely out of this world.
So we're going on to Ivy House now.
So Ivy House, that was the REM pods.
Oh, of course it was.
Morse code.
One going off in one
Morse
room,
code.
one going off in the other room.
One going off at the same time, and that's carried on.
Step back from the menu for me, please. Like Morse code.
Yeah.
And we got that app up, didn't we, me and you?
Yeah.
Because you went upstairs to do
a lone vigil.
You went upstairs to do a lone vigil, and we got the app.
I had something happen up there, and all that bloody ball went off. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where we got the Hey Rocky.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
That's about the best capture we've got. In fact, if you look back, that was the first time we got proper communication on the spirit box, and it was for him.
Yeah.
And going back to the last one that we've just done, which is the Widow's Cottage, we filmed, like I say, in February, and then we filmed all those months later, and then we filmed that over 3 nights. And if you look and listen to those things coming through the spirit box, those children's voices, they sound like the same child, if not similar.
Yeah.
How is that even
It's
possible?
definitely a child, isn't it?
But how is that possible?
I don't know.
That's not a radio station.
I don't know, because he always puts it full whack and going sweeping backwards, so I don't even know how it's even producing a word.
It definitely goes over a few radio
It shouldn't
stations.
produce a word forwards if you're sweeping backwards, should it?
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't say, "Hey, Rocky."
Not over.
It doesn't make any sense. When I first saw them all those years ago on Ghost Adventures, I think it was when I first saw them, I loved them and I thought, oh my God, they're amazing things. When we started, I was logically thinking, hang on a minute, but when you're getting things like Rocky...
In reverse,
and Hey Rocky, not just Rocky.
Yeah.
Your name's not a common name. He's not.
No.
Do you
called
think
John
how
Smith.
many sweets, if in fast, how many that Hey Rocky would, by that time that it said that, must have done at least 9 sweeps. It's got to have done.
Yeah.
It's not once, it's a couple of times when names come out now, haven't they?
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the tunnels.
You had
I enjoyed
pneumonia
that train
point.
going past. That train was pretty cool.
That was amazing, that train. I'm holding on to the railing.
I could feel the air go, I could feel it sucked out, and the next minute...
Oh yeah! It's like the Lost Boys film, isn't it?
And he's like, woo, it's the Lost Boys.
Yeah, I loved it. So it was like that bit.
It was
onto the thing.
Yeah,
David, or whatever it is to see.
And then we turned round, and as we were about to go out, and the other one come the opposite way. They were proper intercity ones, weren't they?
Yeah, oh yeah. We didn't get much in there, but it was like. But I think I like to say I was poorly at that point, wasn't I?
We didn't realise just how poorly you were.
No.
So we were stopping and starting. We did see and hear a few things, but again, can be strange in there because of the acoustics. So could you have just been hearing something from further down the tunnel that made it sound?
Could be. If a stone drops, it'll echo and...
Yeah, that's it. Oh, remember that waterfall that you found?
Yeah, it was well good.
Oh, that was mint.
That was because it had rained so hard outside, it was overflowing, wasn't it?
See, that's the ones with the things that you go off looking for paranormal stuff and just start looking for things that are just really nice, don't you?
I think
good.
For us, that was probably more of a urban exploration.
Yeah.
And we were so excited. This was happening and that was over there, and look at this tunnel, look at that bit, and look at, and then the canal was there. We try not to know the history before we go to places. It can
influence your investigation.
Well, it can be good because it means you're specifically asking specific questions, but then in the same sense, like you said, it can influence.
Yeah, definitely. Your thoughts are already on to something, aren't they? If you already know a story, I'd prefer know nothing.
I prefer not to know anything because even if you look at another paranormal team that's done it, you're always thinking, well, that's that room that they got
that in, or
they got this in, and also. If we were to do that, we probably would be too busy trying to replicate what they got and missing everything else that's going on around us.
Definitely. And then we went on to the mines.
That was really good.
I loved the mines.
Yeah,
I like the mines.
Yeah, it was one of my favourites.
We found the little mine carts, we found the track rails.
Again, was in that 2-week period where you were coming down with pneumonia. So it was probably wasn't the greatest time to do it.
You two dragging me round.
I was saying that.
Come on, Lee, catch up. What's up with you?
Yeah.
Catch up, come on, let's go further. And I'm like...
me and Rocky had just gone down these corridors. But, oh my God, when you looked round at the bottom and they were on those tiny... the walls were held up with the little bits of pebble.
Pillars, them little pillars.
And then
there's a big sign saying, don't even breathe. Well, I didn't say don't breathe, but it said don't...
And I'm like, what did it say? What did it say? And you're like, don't even breathe. I was like, oh my God.
No, it said don't go anywhere near them.
And he was like, come on, let's go through.
The mine was actually the bottom of the mine where they'd been mining. They'd mined under them. So there was no...
Yeah, there was nothing.
There was
underneath.
physically no...
Yeah, there was nothing holding that up. That was scary, really.
It always, but a lot of it was like that. We just didn't notice it. That was the only bit because I had the sign we noticed.
We do carry first aid kits. We do have masks on.
Yeah.
I'm fully trained in first aid, so I know what I can do to help you.
We heard tink, tink, tink on the way down.
Yeah, you were on about Tommy
knockers, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was... But again, I think that we didn't do much of an investigation down there. We were just running around like little kids going, oh, look at this, look at that, look at this.
Because you can't really investigate somewhere like that, can you? It's more just looking around.
Explore.
You couldn't even have explored. You need a week
could,
down there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
If there'd have been an accident where 20 miners would have died, then, yeah, you've got to do an investigation down there. But we didn't have no information on anybody dying down there, or...
We didn't till after...
We didn't have enough time, mate. That's the only time. That's the only place we've been where we've only done a night. You know what I mean? If we'd had a few nights there, we'd have a lot more stuff.
Yeah, I think if we'd had a few nights there, we'd do what we'd normally do. We'd do investigations in different parts of the mine.
I could easily get lost in there, easily.
Exactly. So, in a way, there wasn't really much time to do... We did do an investigation because we did hear something.
Yeah.
St Joseph's, that... Oh, my God, I love that place.
And me, yeah.
That was one of the places for years that I've wanted to go.
Like you said, when we were all hiding behind that thing, and security just walked past us and went, three of us are like this.
Yeah. That place, what you've shown on the episode, is only the first time we went, which is about 16, 17 hours.
Yeah.
We've actually been back since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went onto the dormitories that time, second time. Yeah. And we're all lying in the beds.
Yeah, but the trouble is we weren't, like you say, we weren't savvy enough with the cameras. It's a
but
shame.
We did do a spirit box there.
Mm-hmm.
And you were asking, I think you'd asked how old are you, and it said 27.
I think it answered me a few more times than that.
How old are you? 27.
Was it 27?
No, it's on like 27.
What happened after the lights went out in here?
That's on my name.
Who's just made those footsteps? What's your name?
Right.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
That's crazy that accent.
Yeah. Have you got a message for one of us?
The other camera was focused on the equipment, but what the camera didn't see was down the side of the thingy there was a motion detector which kept going off.
Mm-hmm.
Now we were all three of us were on
Oh,
the
he was
beds.
like this at one point. He's trying to get it to go off and you were waving.
No, that's not it.
Oh my god. Who's standing in that light? There's no reason why that would go off. It's gone really handy when I go out.
No, it's not it.
Who are you related to? And we went across the rafters. That was pretty nuts. Looking for the
Is
live
that when we were up in the
taxidermy.
ceilings?
Yeah. Right on the rafters, weren't we?
Yeah. I remember that now. I'm thinking, what rafters have you two been over that? I haven't been over, but now
Yeah,
I know.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
when we're in the roof.
I mean, Rocky actually went up on the roof.
Yeah, I didn't do that one. I couldn't.
But the camera again, we weren't savvy enough with cameras. To be honest with you, it's a little bit like the mines and the tunnels for us, I think, St. Joseph's. We were that excited because there is so much to see there.
It's awesome, isn't it?
The building is beautiful. I mean, the history of it's not so great because of the abuse claims of the priests and the children. But the building itself is beautiful, and there's
Do you
just
imagine what it was
so
like when it
many
was running?
rooms.
How
Oh,
nice
it
and
must have
how
been stunning. Absolutely
all
stunning.
the ceilings and how each room was set out and
Oh yeah, the architecture and even on the roofs of some of the rooms.
It's a pretty horrible place, so really no offence, wasn't it, from the things we found?
yeah, that cell.
Oh yeah, that's
I could imagine it being really strict.
Oh, yeah,
really,
yeah.
You know, seedy, horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of bad stuff going on about behind
Well,
closed doors. So.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have a cell in the school, would you? It's,
No.
Why is the door got a metal sheet round it? And then when I seen that slide hatch, I thought, wait a minute,
that was crazy.
that's to put somebody in and
That's
slide
scary.
food
I
in
didn't
and
think
out.
we were
and
going to
shut.
get in it, but then
And
when
then
we
it
got
opened.
in and we put the lights on,
That's made me go cold again. That
it's
room. It's
horrible
horrible room.
place.
Yeah, that was by far the not scariest place, the horriblest
Nastiest.
place.
Horriblest, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
'Cause-
when we saw those things on the walls, those
yeah,
scrapings
well, it
of
was a
names
cell, wasn't
and
it? It was clearly a cell.
It's just so wicked. And when we were coming out of there, on the opposite end, we found the lock on the door that's locked from the opposite
Both
side.
sides.
So like when I think about it, I think these boys are sleeping in a room where one side of them it's locked, they're locked in, and the opposite side of them there's a cell. I mean, how scared would they have been when the lights went off there? It's wicked, and it's awful. It's awful. It's terrible.
There was abuse claims to it, though. We
Oh,
found out
loads,
later, wasn't there?
loads.
Yeah, loads. Yeah, and quite recent ones as well.
Yeah, some are coming out even now today.
Yeah. But again, we didn't know this when we first went there. But when we did the second time, there was actually Andrew and Olivia there, and
Yeah.
they didn't even know that cell was there.
No, a lot of people didn't.
A lot of
Because I
people.
bet you that door's been open and nobody's paid, or it's been shut and nobody's even attempted to go in there.
But it's such a big place. I mean, like I say, we've not seen everything.
No.
But there is some of the building. It's kind of like a square, isn't it? And some of the building is all green and rotted, and it really is falling into really bad disrepair. It's sad, really.
So I remember how bad it was. It was just, you could just easily go through it, couldn't you?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we did, didn't we?
I kind of like that about what we do, though, because there's going to come a time where these buildings will go and disappear, and the only things that will remain is the footage on YouTube, not just for us, but obviously other urban explorers and paranormal
Well, me and you
teams.
like to watch, right? It sounds stupid, but what you like to watch?
Oh, we
First
love it.
ever photograph taken or first ever footage of a
watch
camera recording in the 1918 something or
Something.
19 something, and it's all people are whizzing about black and white, and
We
they're
love
like
it.
there with the flat caps
You
on.
ever heard
and
the first
and
sound
thingy.
recorded? That's mad.
I don't
No,
think
I've
we
watched the first
Mad.
photograph ever being taken, and we've seen the first ever video
Yeah.
footage.
But I always sit there and we're watching it, and I always think that person existed.
That's what I'm saying. So
That
the stuff
person
we're
went-
doing now, one day they might go, "Oh look, St. Joseph's, what was that?" Click,
Yeah, yeah.
and then look at how the building
I
was
know,
and how
yeah.
the thing was.
First sound recorded, it was, you couldn't even listen to it. He recorded it, you couldn't listen to it for like 100 years.
Oh,
so the
really?
bloke who was on it, he's like singing a high pitch, It's a well-known like nursery rhyme. It is. He's singing it, but you didn't even hear it for 100 years till they made a machine that could play it.
Yeah.
So he was long dead. He wouldn't have ever heard his own recording.
Oh my god!
Look, it was on YouTube. First recording.
I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
See, I love anything like that. And
You'll know the song.
The first time was probably more looking round it,
and
a little bit of paranormal. The second time we went back and did a bit more paranormal. I think the third time would be even much better. That's why I like that we do. Like, I don't know if our viewers realise that we don't just spend one night.
No.
Like, minimally 3-4 nights, isn't it? And I think that helps us. I do think that helps us. And again, it goes back to that what I was just saying. We are serious about what we do. We love what we do, and that's the reason we do it. I mean, that's why we all got into it. But we do have a laugh as well, and I think that helps. And for whatever reason, we are doing,
the energy we bring to the investigation, I think, brings the activity.
Definitely.
Yeah,
No,
really
you've got
remember.
the sound, the tie-up bed. I haven't mentioned the bed
down
with
in
the ropes on it.
in the basement.
We didn't get out, but the bed with ropes on it might be
I know,
worth mentioning.
that is, whether that was always down there, which I can't see because it's a basement, or whether it was somewhere, in that building.
You're
not ropes on it. You're not going to tie ropes on it to drag it along, are you?
I mean, that's obviously someone's been tied up on a bed. That's
or has somebody put them there
possibly
to make it look like a good photo.
You never know, but if it goes with the cell, obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then it's more.
I'm looking at the glass, and next minute I can see this hand, and I can see a light coming through the thing, and I'm thinking,
joking.
I thought, shit, and I seen this luminous thing, that's security, and you two gone, ugh!
You got a prop thing, and me, I had the bottles in my hand like I thought you was joking. I was like, whatever, Tim, I'm that right on me, so I'd like to have that picture, you know what I mean? But it looks well funny.
And then everywhere we went, his light seemed to follow us all the way around the building.
To release that picture, so I will release it with this episode.
Right, Sarah had already seen that before we got the reading. We got the reading like towards the end of the night. Underneath where the apparently dragged the bodies round and stuff. That's it, you're done.
In fact,
credibility's gone.
Were you really ready for
I was going.
I thought you were just saying that.
I was going.
Yeah, like shadow figure, I was ready to go,
Yeah. Your head's telling you, and science is telling you, that doesn't exist.
I will do sooner or later.
The pair of us were like, something's wrong, let's go downstairs. We didn't want to stay up there.
Everything that was happening all led into that one corridor.
Yeah. And he's going to laugh.
I know, yeah.
I just see
you cut me out of that bit.
Yeah.